Beyond 2012, a momentous shift is occurring for the inhabitants of the Earth. There is now a quickening of information stemming from a black hole at the center of our galaxy. Planets within our solar system are lining up like ducks in a row with this black hole, and will reach a rare galactic alignment not experienced for 25,000 years. This planetary alignment re-encodes our cosmic supply of prana, or universal life force, as it distributes direct waves of zero-point energy to all things and beings everywhere. This current immersion into zero-point energy has the potential to cause advanced DNA activation within the human body. Our life-giving building blocks of DNA are like tiny Rubik's cubes, clicking into and out of different codes of alignment over time, allowing us to adapt to an infinite of universal environments. Encoded zero-point information is currently embossing itself onto the rays of the sun, projecting imprints and new codes of information through universal grid lines of consciousness. This influence affects planetary ley lines and the magnetic poles within all planets. In due course, this zero-point energy continues flowing into the meridian lines of our bodies and through the magnetic poles and crystals within our blood cells. Advanced DNA activation becomes perceptible as we learn to adapt with this new surge of zero-point energy emanating from the center of the galaxy. Learning to adapt with new vibrational frequencies as they travel through our solar system and settle into our physical systems is part of the collective initiation the inhabitants of this planet will continue to undergo during this era. While some humans may appear oblivious to this initiation, others will feel it more strongly. Those who wish to turn on their galactic graces have the opportunity to experience accelerated advancement to a higher plane of creation and understanding during this great timeless time. Comprehension and awareness of the grid become integrally important as we integrate celestial findings and a new language of light into our lives. We have directly entered a vast gateway streaming with offerings of light information. We have the opportunity to connect with these offerings of light and integrate their teachings into an expanded reality, where the world no longer reflects that which we have known. New students of light will emerge, becoming channels through which greater volumes of information will travel to this planet. Former, practicing students will become masters, and practicing masters will take on the roles of shaman, sage, medium and gatekeeper, assisting to hold space for all who wish to ascend the third dimension and tap the hidden mysteries that lie beyond the gravity of the grid. As we embrace the great changes taking place within our cosmos, a massive recollection of harmonic potential is on the verge of evolving from a fear-based field of collective perception to one that is founded in love. We will, with greater ease, forgive ourselves and others, release hate, anger, pain, stress and all heavy weighing negative qualities from our bodies and minds. In letting go, we are literally liberated from the gravity and hold these denser attributes have on us. This freedom allows us to explore who we are without the limiting constructs we have collectively taken on. In tandem with accessing abilities that are inherent in conjuring a planet and population driven by love and light, a forgetting or dormancy of DNA presently aligned with fear will occur during this reconfiguration, allowing us to forget what we no longer think we need to know. Just as there is now what we call junk DNA, there will be junk or frozen DNA left after this transition. as we leave behind what we no longer require. The act of remembering plays an important role in the development of fourth-dimensional or beyond the senses consciousness. Equally, the act of forgetting is essential to delinking from the chains that bind us to ordinary reality as we have been trained to know it. In understanding the grid, we are offered an accelerated forum with which to practice the magnificent and transform our third-dimensional experience, free of the past and future we have allowed time to encase us within. We will learn to heal ourselves so deeply and completely that timelines once associated with points in creation will disappear. Points in creation reflect all time as points along life whereby we feel we have been affected by a person, place or thing experience and seek balance and healing there. Free of a third-dimensional timeline, known concepts of time begin to dissolve more rapidly. Understanding your relationship to the grid and learning how to navigate within it will greatly assist in the unlearning of time. As the energy of the universe shifts, it reflects the consciousness of all things and beings shifting. The Earth is literally aligning with the center and 0 point of the galaxy. There is now a quickening of information beaming through the sun's rays and into our bodies. As the light of 0 point energy imbues our planet in ever-unfolding measurements, and as we learn to house and harness volumes of light-encoded information within our physical forms, we naturally learn how to see in the light. Consider we as a species have become accustomed to seeing in half-lit quarters, and often within complete darkness. Our ability to consciously co-create with the universe is expanded as we realize that we are the grids. With light sight activated, the internal 0 point is generated, providing opportunity for ascension to spiral from this dimension to the next.